Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson. But this is why you have someone called unsexy red. They call her sexy red, but I call her unsexy red. It's a goddamn black demon. Yeah, a black. So these black people right here. Yeah, they Israelites by ethnicity, but they black in the mind. And you see what she's doing. She's throwing it up. 666. A lot of you people are so ignorant you think that mean okay. So let's get on to this lesson. How did I get here? Let me show you something. So we know the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? So that's the reason why you have this rap music at an all high satanic level pushing LGBT, pushing murder, pushing drugs, drug dealing, selling drugs, doing drugs, witchcrafts that they push, murder, adultery, you name it, all that is pushing modern day rap music. And this ain't nothing new. So the Amalekites that run the music industry, they use these people like the unsexy reds to push their agenda, to push destruction on the people, especially you Israelites. That's the reason why you Israelites under this vibration of wickedness. And this is why you act these things out in real life. Let me go here. Let me go here. Right, so Esau controlled the whole earth. And you got the Amalekites, which would be the chief nation, mean the chief tribe of Edom, that controls the music industry. Thus, they control the vibration of the people through the music, the enchantments. That's why it says in Isaiah 47:12, the multitude of thine enchantments. These enchantments are spells that are conjured up in these songs. They actually do a lot of these rituals when they, when they make these songs. They actually do rituals behind them. They actually put spells in there. 1 second. And that's why you see right here all of them throwing 666 up, and they cover their eye up. You know what I'm saying? Around the eye that represents the all-seeing eye, which that's the eye of Horus. Goes back into ancient Babylon. The all-seeing eye. That's why they're doing it. That's why all these so-called celebrities are doing this, and the people of the world are ignorant to this. They don't know what's going on. All your favorite celebrities. Take your pick. They all do this. And why, and you have to start using your mind, Jake. If you see something, a pattern of something that's telling you something, why is all these celebrities doing this? Why are they doing a 666 around their eye? Look at this. You got your Drakes, Tony, what was that? Tony Braxton, Johnny Depp, the Birdman, um, Bon Jovi, Justin Bieber. Look at them. All of them doing the same thing. Beyonce, they all in the same club. Tyra Banks, Lil Wayne, that demon. And all these people are pushing these enchantments on you. And it's really the people that's outside of this truth. They'll be like the youth, right? They don't have no clue that this is going on. They don't have no clue that they're being programmed to be wicked, to be, have an open mind towards LGBT, right? I was watching this crazy shit. What you doing? The spirit had me watching that. And I might do a lesson on that. But it was showing you how they throw these different enchantments through the television. So the what would you do episode is that guy, I forget that ninja name, but he's um they go into public and they have like actors, and they try to put social experiments in front of the people, and they was pushing the LGBT thing that you should accept your child if they're LGBT. That's the vibration, that's the enchantment that they was pushing through that episode. And that's why this place gonna get destroyed, man. It's only a matter of time. So let's go here. Let's go back into history. First Maccabees 1:7. And we know Alexander was an Edomite. So we know the Greeks and the Romans were Edomites. I'm actually going to some more information. First Maccabees 1:7. So Alexander, if you don't know this, go back into my previous lesson. I did a lesson breaking down the genealogy of Alexander the so-called Great, that he was an Edomite. And check this out. So we know he was an Edomite, reigned 12 years and then died. So this is the Greek Empire, right? Let's go to 8. It says, and his servants bear rule, everyone in his place. Next verse, 9. And after his death, they put crowns upon themselves, and so did their sons after them, after them many years. Salakia. And evils were multiplied in the earth. So during this time frame that you had the LGBT, it's nothing new with all this. This actually happened back then. They was pushing homosexuality, man and women nudity, all that abomination. Do as thou will, do whatever you want to do. That liberty spirit was the foundation of the Greek Empire, which were Edomites, and then you had the secession of that, which would be the Roman Empire, which are Edomites as well. And that's the same empire that you see today revised under a new name called America. In the scriptures is known as Babylon the Great, or Mystery Babylon, or just Babylon. So evils multiplied. Let's go here. And I'm going to be getting into this book. It's always so much to get into. And this the book. I advise you brothers and you sisters to get this book. It says the book, The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomite by William Beeston, published in 1853. It says argues for a connection between the Roman Empire and the ancient Edomites. Well, there you go. So I'm going to be doing lessons out of this book, but I want to go here. So what this got to do with Sexy Red? So we know that Jake, we got enough common sense to understand. I'm just talking to the people that just don't get it, right? We got enough sense to understand that so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans don't control the music industry. They really control no industries, rather. They don't really control anything, right? Sexy Red. So how did this demon, and Sexy Red has no talent. So you have to, analyze this and say, okay, if she has no talent, what is the agenda? And the agenda is put these enchantments on the young women to make them harlots, to make them degenerate, make them straight demon, right? Look at these songs that she pushed out, these enchantments. Ski Pound Town, which I went into the lyrics on that. There's so much feel on that I can't even repeat it. Look, Hellcats and SRTs, and that's what Jake, the men of our nation, the young men, that's all the fuck they want to do. Drive a fucking Hellcat and bullshit around and talk shit. And smoke their weed, right? Hood rats. This are songs. Won't be saved. Throw it. Sexy love money. Lick me, face down. See this? All right, so let's go here. And these celebrities and these musicians and entertainers are used to put enchantments on your mind, to put the women under this demonic vibration, so these women can go and copy this behavior. And you got different genres of them. So you got Beyonce is to push the enchantment on the women to be independent, right? These different artists and entertainers are used in different ways to throw these different enchantments out here. So let's go here. Right, in this book of Revelation 13 and 18, it says the number of the beast is described as 666, and this is going back into this Edomite system, right? And it goes back to Satanism. They actually worship Satan. I'm gonna get into this video. Hopefully it's not copywritten, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to go into, hopefully I can go into it. But you see all I'm doing the same thing. This is not a coincidence. This is a pattern that you're seeing. Usain Bolt. I'm trying to see, this guy Tigger, Jim Jones. And you see that covered eye up. Right here. It says called the right eye of Lucifer, which it ain't talking about. Lucifer is not talking about, as you know, as the spiritual demon Satan. The word Lucifer refers to the king of Babylon, which will actually go into the president, and then it will actually extend, who really controls them. The presidents, the powers that be are the Illuminati. which would be the international banking families. They control the so-called money, the Rothschild family, Rockefeller, so on and so forth. It says all seeing eye. The sign is made by, can't really see that, holding one of the eyes and represents the eye of Horus, as I told you about. So the Edomites have stole all this different worship and idolatry. They've stolen from different nations and compiled them together as one collective nation. That's why Babylon, America, is known as Babylon the Great. It's known as spiritual Egypt. It's known as Sodom, which Sodom was on homosexuality. Egypt was known for our slavery and many idols in Egypt. And then, it's known as Assyria. And then, so on and so forth. All these different empires rolled into one. And actually, the ancient Babylonian empire, you know what I'm saying, with Nimrod, which they had one world government back then. That was when this concept and this philosophy comes from. So it is not a new concept. So they want to do a one world system, one so-called currency. Well, let's say like this: one system. It could be different currencies, but it's on the one system with a microchip, right? They want everything consolidated, and people in the world are oblivious to what's going on because they're spiritually dead. They think the Bible is all about love. They don't have no concept of what the Bible really is talking about. What is it? The Bible is narrating life itself. They don't know that. So this demon, amongst many demons, is used as a psychological weapon on the women. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. This is a guy, the Weekend, and he's one of these Illuminati puppets that is used. These Jays get into that music industry and they sell themselves out, right, for fame and fortune and so-called money, right? So check this out. He gonna have Satan, but it's gonna happen so quickly. The person that did this video is gonna be able to catch it though. They're gonna slow it down. So check this shit out. And I muted for the copyright, purposes. Don't want to get a strike. Watch that screen closely. It happens so fast you can catch it. So check it out. It's gonna be slowed down. You see it? Right there. Let me go back. Right there, you see it. Satan, Satan. So we've been telling you that it's a force in this spiritual realm that you have no idea that is going on, that powers that be in this world worship. They very familiar and they it's deep, but it's some stuff that goes on that the general public is oblivious to. They call it a conspiracy theory because they too scared or they too naive or they just too dumb to realize this, to deal with it, or they scared of it. But this is a spiritual warfare that we're in, right? So you see that. Satan, it says it right there. This guy, the Weekend, is a very popular. Anybody that's mainstream, they got to get down with the rituals, and they got to. This is the way it is, you know. So Yahweh Shah, and let me say this too: Satan is not at war with the Most High. That's another false conception that you've been taught. Satan works for the Most High, so Satan is only doing his job, right? He's snaring these people for destruction. He's, gathering all the fruits, if you would, for destruction. That's his job. That's one of his jobs to do, right? To trick you, seduce you, all right? Get you into idolatry, right? So hopefully this lesson has been edifying. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakat Kwadash. Shalom.